Moments with Leslie Vick. We do this topic every Tuesday, this segment every Tuesday.
Yes.
And so thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
It's awesome to get to talk through all of these things because this is just important in our lives, whether we have a loved one currently in this situation, but at some time or another, we're probably all going to go through a situation where we need to help our parents out, you know, whether it's with wills or with assisted living or with getting rid of their stuff, whatever it is. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about assisted living resources and just what they are. And thankfully, you know, like you've said, experience has been your teacher.
Yes.
And you thought, I'm going to share this with everyone.
Yes.
So thankfully for us, we can go to you and get a lot of this information.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm living it right now with a mother in assisted living and many friends that have loved ones as well. But there are so many resources online.
That's awesome.
And like AARP is a really good one. It's not just for people that are 60.
Okay.
They have a lot of great resources, information, little tips that you can do.
Nice.
And discounts as well.
Oh, nice. We like that.
And they will help. They're free, right? And you can just research their website on a specific question. Not everything has a cost.
That's so important to know because I think sometimes we get a little overwhelmed and we think, well, that's obviously very expensive and we don't even look into it.
Right.
And then here there's all these free resources. What is Aging Care Daily?
That is another site that you can use, and you can actually call them or work with them online and talk to them about your care or the caregiving needs that you have.
Okay.
And they can actually help you maybe look for assisted living or or where you are in that process.
Okay.
And if you are looking more towards assisted living or memory care, they will go over your budget.
Wow.
They will go over the location. They will go over whatever your care needs are.
Wow.
A Place for Mom is another one. I have used them, and they gave me, you know, like 5 different resources and actually set up the appointments.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow.
And it was all free.
Wow. So we get down sometimes like we're not helping each other and we don't have community, but we actually do have a lot of wonderful resources and a lot of people that are out there trying to help when you're going through really tough, difficult times.
And they have newsletters, they have a great website, you know, different tips, again, different resources, discounts on things, you know, just a great resource, but a great place to just go and say, I don't know where to start.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. I can start on this website. So that's kind of what this segment is all about. And hopefully, you know, you're not in this maybe right now, but to prepare is the best, you know, thing to even know that you don't have to know everything, but you can know where to go when those questions arise.
And sometimes you're in an emergency situation.
Yes.
Like myself, I had 10 days to, you know, move my mom from independence to assisted living, and they were there to help.
Wow.
And like I said, set up the appointments. I have to work.
Right.
They, you know, and they did follow up, which was wonderful too.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Again, all free resource and was easy to use. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Oh, so nice because again, we're also, many of us in that situation where you're caring for adults and for you've still got kids at home. And that's a lot of responsibility at once.
Right.
So,
and you can't go at 5 o'clock.
No, right?
Or just on a weekend.
No, you usually have to do those things during the time that you also work.
Right.
And there's only so many vacation days and all of those things. So Leslie, what can we find on your website? It's your website's leslievickbooks.com.
Yes, and the actual purchasing of the book, but I also have blogs on there and just answering some specific questions.
Cool.
And different interviews that I've done, and all that information is right on my site.
All your experience that you've come through. I'm so glad that you decided to share this with everybody because you're not there's so many, I mean, like I said, almost all of us will go through this at some point. And
even with a spouse.
Yes, with a spouse. And you know what to prepare even for yourself. You know, you don't have to be any certain age to start to prepare these things.
No, no,
Yeah.
not
You can
at
do
all.
that at 25 if you want to.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, thank you so much, Leslie.
Yes.
We do this every week, Senior Moments with Leslie Vick. You can check that out on our website. And then we will be back with more Midwest Access in just a few minutes.